jump into science. Dirt by Steve the Dirtmeister Tomecek. Have you ever dug in the dirt? Have you ever made mud pies? Have you ever helped plant a garden? You've probably noticed that not all dirt looks the same. Some dirt is dark in color, some is light. Some dirt is really sticky, some is soft and fluffy. Dirt in all its different forms is important to our world. Let's dig into the story of dirt and find out what it's all about. Some people think that dirt is just something to be cleaned up, like the stuff you wash out of your clothes. But dirt is really one of the most important things on Earth. Scientists call dirt soil. Soil is found on the surface of Earth. Soil is as important to life on Earth as air or water. Without it, many living things would die. What makes up soil? Most soils start as rock. Rain, ice, and wind slowly wear rock into smaller pieces called sediment. Some sediment is big and some sediment is really small. Soils usually include a mix of four sizes of sediment. Gravel is the biggest sediment. It looks like small rocks. Grains of sand are about the size of grains of sugar. Sand makes the soil feel gritty. Silt feels like flour. Its grains are smaller than sand. Clay grains are tiny. When clay is wet, it makes soil really sticky. When clay is dry, it forms hard clumps. Sediments in the soil are important because they give plant roots something to hold on to. If soils didn't have sediments, trees would fall over and buildings would sink into the ground. Sediments also contain minerals. Minerals help plants grow. Without minerals in the soil, most plants would die. There's more than sediments in the soil. Most soils also contain organic matter, like twigs and dead leaves. Organic matter comes from living things such as plants and animals. When organic matter rots or decays, it puts nutrients into the soil that plants and animals need to grow. What lives in soil? Plants aren't the only things that live in soil. Just 1 square foot of good forest soil can be home to as many as 300,000 different living things. Critters such as insects, snakes, and moles live in the soil. Thousands of different microbes live there too. Microbes are living things that are too tiny to see without a microscope, so you might not even know that they're there. Some of the most important creatures found in the soil are earthworms. Earthworms eat organic matter attached to tiny pieces of sediment. To get their food, they swallow large amounts of dirt. When it comes out the other end, the soil is loose and fluffy and enriched with nutrients. By tunneling through the soil, earthworms give plant roots places to grow. These tunnels also make spaces for water and air to get into the soil. Some scientists think that over the course of a year, a single earthworm can eat several tons of soil. Soil helps things grow. Earthworms don't do all the work. Insects and microbes may not sound too important, but they help make life possible for you. They help to recycle nutrients in the soil. Those nutrients help plants grow, and plants provide the food and oxygen you need to live. When you eat a banana, a peanut butter sandwich, or even a hamburger, you owe your meal to the soil. Even though a cow does not grow in the soil, it eats grass. If the grass didn't have nutrients from the soil to grow, you wouldn't have a glass of milk to drink. Soils have different uses. By studying the different soil horizons, soil scientists can tell how old a soil is and where it came from and can make suggestions on how a soil might be used. Soils with thick, rich topsoil can be used for planting. Soils that have a hard, compact subsoil are ideal foundations for roads and parking lots. Around the world, soil scientists have discovered more than 100,000 different types of soil. Sometimes it's hard to tell where one soil ends and another begins, so scientists make special soil maps to show where different soils are. By using soil maps and following the suggestions of soil scientists, people can select the best use for their soil. When people build buildings and roads or farm carelessly, the soil is stripped bare of plants. When plants and trees are gone, there is nothing to help hold the soil in place. Bare topsoil can be easily washed away by rainwater and blown away by the wind. Like the air we breathe and the water we drink, soil is an important resource that we all depend on. By protecting forests and grasslands, you're actually protecting the soil below. Remember, once soil has been lost, it takes a long time to come back. So next time you're munching on an apple or an ear of corn, don't forget to think about the soil. After all, dirt made your dinner.